Welcome, intrepid wanderers, to our video. Prepare to immerse yourselves in the realm of fear and enigma, where the boundary between myth and truth dissolves. In the deep, remote forests of Oregon, there existed a desolate and abandoned logging town called Greenwood. The town had a history riddled with tragedy, surrounded by whispers of an ancient curse that befell anyone who dared to disturb the sacred grounds nearby. The legend spoke of a vengeful spirit known as the Forest Guardian, tasked with protecting the forest and its secrets. It was said that those who ventured into the woods with malicious intent would face the wrath of the Guardian, and their darkest fears would be realized. One summer, a group of thrill-seekers, hungry for adventure and fame, decided to explore the eerie ruins of Greenwood, ignoring the chilling legends. They ventured deep into the heart of the forest, their laughter echoing through the trees. As the sun began to set, an ominous stillness settled over the woods. The air turned icy, and the trees seemed to cast elongated shadows that twisted and contorted like malevolent spirits. The group brushed off the unease, convincing themselves that the legends were mere superstitions. As darkness enveloped the forest, they stumbled upon an ancient stone altar, its engravings hinting at a forgotten past. Ignoring the warning signs, they recklessly mocked the Forest Guardian, believing it to be nothing more than a myth. Suddenly, the forest came alive with a haunting chorus of whispers, so faint that it seemed to be carried on the wind itself. Panic seized the group as a thick fog descended upon them, obscuring their vision and disorienting their senses. Terrified, they attempted to flee, but an unseen force held them in place, rooted to the spot. One by one, their darkest fears manifested before their eyes. Illusions of death, betrayal, and unspeakable horrors confronted them, driving them to the brink of insanity. As dawn broke, the fog lifted, revealing the traumatized remnants of the group. The curse of the Forest Guardian had come true, their minds forever scarred by the nightmarish illusions they endured. Word of the harrowing incident spread like wildfire, and Greenwood became a place of dread, avoided by all who heard the chilling tale. The legend of the Forest Guardian transformed into a terrifying reality, forever shrouding the abandoned town in a veil of darkness. To this day, Greenwood remains untouched, with nature reclaiming the ruins and the forest preserving its secrets. The legend of the Forest Guardian serves as a haunting reminder that some tales of the supernatural hold a dreadful truth, and that meddling with forces beyond comprehension can lead to unfathomable consequences. In the heart of the vast and desolate Nevada desert, there was a remote and abandoned town called Shadowbrook. The town had a dark and twisted history, with rumors of strange occurrences and unexplained disappearances. Among the many legends that surrounded Shadowbrook, one stood out: the tale of the Whispering Well. According to the legend, the Whispering Well was an ancient well hidden deep within the desert, said to hold an evil entity. It was believed that if anyone dared to listen closely to the whispers that emanated from the well, the entity would be unleashed, wreaking havoc on the town and its inhabitants. One summer, a group of adventurous college students set out on a road trip through the Nevada desert. Intrigued by the chilling tales surrounding Shadowbrook, they decided to make a detour and explore the abandoned town. As they entered the outskirts of Shadowbrook, an unsettling silence enveloped them. The once vibrant streets were now a ghostly shell of their former glory. Abandoned buildings loomed like skeletal remains, and the wind carried a mournful moan that seemed to echo through the desolate town. Their curiosity piqued. The group ventured deeper into the heart of Shadowbrook. They stumbled upon the legendary Whispering Well, hidden amongst the ruins of an old church. The well was small, its stones weathered and cracked from the unforgiving desert sun. With a mix of trepidation and morbid fascination, one of the students leaned closer to listen to the whispers that were said to hold the entity's power. As they strained to hear the faintest murmur, an eerie hush fell over the group. Suddenly, the well seemed to come alive, emanating a sinister energy that sent shivers down their spines. They attempted to step back, but it was too late. The entity had been awakened. Shadows coalesced around the well, forming an ominous figure that hovered in the air. Panic gripped the students as they realized the legend was no mere tale. It was a horrifying reality. The entity's malevolent presence surrounded them, its cold, spectral touch searing through their souls. One by one, the students vanished into thin air, leaving no trace behind. Shadowbrook had claimed them, and the legend of the Whispering Well had come true. As news of the students' disappearance spread, the legend of Shadowbrook grew darker and more terrifying. Locals spoke in hushed whispers about the cursed town and the malevolent entity that lurked within the Whispering Well. To this day, Shadowbrook remains an abandoned town, its secrets buried beneath the unforgiving desert sands. The legend of the Whispering Well continues to be passed down through generations, serving as a chilling reminder that some stories, no matter how fantastical they may seem, hold a dreadful truth waiting to be unleashed upon those who dare to seek it. In the dense forests of Pennsylvania, hidden away from civilization, there lay a forgotten town called Ashwood. The town's history was cloaked in darkness, haunted by tales of a malevolent entity known as the Shadow Dweller. The legend spoke of a shape-shifting creature that lurked in the shadows, preying upon anyone who dared to trespass in its territory. One fateful winter, a group of adventurous friends decided to explore the mysteries of Ashwood, drawn by the allure of the chilling legends that surrounded the town. Armed with cameras and camping gear, they set out on a journey into the heart of the forbidding forest. As they ventured deeper into the woods, an icy mist engulfed them, blurring their vision and disorienting their senses. The trees seemed to close in around them, their skeletal branches reaching out like gnarled claws. Unease settled in their hearts, but curiosity pushed them forward. In the dead of night, they stumbled upon an ancient burial ground, where the legend of the Shadow Dweller originated. Ignoring the warnings etched on the forgotten tombstones, they decided to camp there for the night, convinced that the tales were nothing more than folklore. As the campfire crackled and cast flickering shadows, the air grew heavy with an unnatural stillness. Whispers drifted through the wind, carrying haunting echoes that sent shivers down their spines. The group laughed nervously, attempting to dismiss the eerie ambiance. Suddenly, the campfire dimmed, casting an oppressive darkness over the clearing. Panic crept into their hearts as they realized they were no longer alone. The Shadow Dweller had awakened, drawn by their defiance. One by one, the friends vanished into the inky blackness, their desperate cries swallowed by the night. The forest itself seemed to conspire against them, leading them deeper into the heart of darkness. As dawn broke, a search party was assembled to find the missing friends, but no trace of them was found. Ashwood became a place of dread, its legend coming to life with chilling accuracy. In the years that followed, sightings of the Shadow Dweller increased, and the legend spread like wildfire. Locals spoke of a shape-shifting creature that stalked the woods, its presence a constant reminder of the tragedy that unfolded in Ashwood. To this day, the town of Ashwood remains abandoned, its buildings reclaimed by nature. The legend of the Shadow Dweller lives on, serving as a warning to those who dare to tempt fate and challenge the supernatural forces that lurk in the shadows. The chilling incident in Pennsylvania had become a harrowing tale of terror, where the legend itself came true.